Hello, everybody out there on YouTube land. My name is Kurt Roskoff, and I am pleased, proud, and privileged to be an ambassador with Project Diehard. We're here at my house, Roscoff's Manor in Lisbon, Wisconsin, USA, and I couldn't be prouder to be an American today. We are going to have a program that is a historic moment in the world of veterans and the world of all Americans and in the world of everybody in the world, the 8 billion people that support veterans, everybody who has served in military, servicemen and women, and what we do to address the issue of veteran suicide, which is on the rise. And we are in preparations and protection over our veterans to prepare and to have a program and to have a commitment to where all of our veterans are getting a response that is invigorated as of right now, as I'm bringing this out onto YouTube Live. Thank you for listening and watching to our Project Die Hard program. We are going to be having the official program start at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And we want everybody all across the land and all across the globe to be listening in and reacting, comment, and sharing in social media fashion. We are looking for you to give us that boost to where you, with hundreds of thousands of people, with millions and billions of people, to have this showing up all over the World Wide Web, the interwebs, and to show on everybody's social media with all of their devices that veterans are among the most valued individuals on the planet. Wherever we may find a veteran, there is particular response and invitation and making ourselves available to our veterans in response and in consideration of the service that they have provided and in how they are appreciative of freedom and protection over family in respect of all generations, consideration to grandmothers, to grandchildren, great grandchildren, the youth all across the land and all around the world. We are here in unity, peace, and freedom, and in solidarity with the faith community. We are provided a gift today from the church at Woodlawn that they have instrumented this very wonderful hybrid event where they are going to have the devices and the bandwidth, the internet connection, to bring from within that solemn area, within that venue, within the building, within the structure, and booming it out in live stream fashion. And it is going to be a moment that'll unfold, and it'll include the story of Brian Gibson, the near-death experience that inspired Brian Gibson to answer the call. He took it on as his calling, that he understood being a thread away from death, to say that he understands how intimate it is, how important it is to have a response for his brothers and sisters. He goes by Diehard 6. He served all of us in the United States of America, the USA Army, the U.S. Army, and he served as a medic. He understands that when there's a crisis, when there's a person in need that needs emergent care, how to muster a response. And he shares this leadership with us today in the role as president of Project Diehard. I have served 100 different organizations, including being vice chair of the Wisconsin Council on Physical Disabilities. And I hold this role I play as ambassador to be of the highest calling that I could ever call. We have an epidemic. We have a pandemic. We have a challenge that nobody has cracked the code. anywhere across the history of humankind, anywhere around the globe. This is a problem that is on the increase. This is a problem where you are on the way. It has been said before that help is on the way, and you are the help. What you do with that capacity is up to you. I am not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to suggest perhaps you might want to pray upon it. You might want to reflect. You might want to discern. You might want to meditate. You might want to give it a full thought. You might want to research the issue of veteran suicide. You may want to look at what it means to be a patriot. And you may be a veteran out there. If you are one of our veterans, I will tell you that we are here for you. And we appreciate that everything you are for us, everything that you have done, everything that your life represents, everything that your future represents. So I'm going to be hopping on the Project Diehard Zoom at 1725. My objective is to be ahead of President Brian Gibson or anyone that he has helping him at church at Woodlawn, to have that connection that I can bring to whoever wants to connect through Zoom. Now, if there is any difficulty finding the information on the Project Diehard Zoom, I happen to not have it in front of me as well. But I am here with Emily Gallmer from the World of Ability Podcast Network. Emily Gallmer also serves as the administrative assistant for Spirit of the Game. She helps us out on the U.S. Council for Spirit of the Game. Emily Gallmer is here being a community partner with Helpopedia. Emily Gallmer is a working board member of the Humans Global Cooperative, Humans United and Mutual Aid Networks. We are doing everything we can to be available for you to consider your role to check a vet, to consider contacting a veteran services officer, a veteran service office, to look online, to make those connections, and to find out how you can be the ears to listen to what is going on with the veteran, that you can be that connection, that they have that space, someone to speak to. The largest healthcare crisis known to humankind is social isolation. Let's respond. We're calling upon you. We are tugging on your heartstrings. We are doing an introspection. We are allowing you the possibility of a self-examination, to reach into you, into your guts, to see what your gut instinct is on this. I met Brian Gibson 2 years ago on a Facebook Live. I did not know that he was connecting to that Facebook Live. The host made me aware that there was another guest. When I asked who is waiting for me as I'm talking on and on, they said Brian Gibson with Project Diehard, a veteran service organization. And I'm like, whoa, I need to stop talking and let's give the space, the airtime to Brian Gibson. And he and I were able to talk for an hour after that live stream. And he bestowed the privilege upon me. He cared about me enough to say, hey, Kurt, would you like to serve with us at Project Diehard? I told him absolutely. He provided the arrangement that he at that moment decreed me as ambassador of Project Diehard, and we got to work right away. We didn't wait for another moment, another day. It was a now moment 2 years ago. And now things are growing and flowing, heading in the right direction. A journey. We've had birth of a movement out of Woodland Park out in California, the Los Angeles market area, with People for a New America. And there I serve on the Veterans Committee. And I also am working with Richie Honori and trying to be somewhat of a right-hand man to help invigorate these committees for the work that our nation needs, that will inspire the world, that will bring about great things all across the planet. And in this space of our veterans, so much is born through who our veterans are, how our veterans have responded, how our veterans go with nation first, that they look at what the promises are. When we look at, what our government promises if you come and serve with the United States of America Armed Forces. Happy birthday to our Marines today. The Marines have this date that they have been established. It's considered a birthday for the Marines. And we definitely want to, at the same time, give recognition, to all of our armed forces. So with that, I want to share with you my contact information. Feel free to call and text me anytime, 24/7, 365 days a year. I served as an EMT for 10 years. I responded to pagers countless times. I have my Google Voice line set up for your call. I have my Google Voice line set up for your text. I am here for you because together we need to do it together. Our president, Brian Gibson, says, teamwork makes the dream work. Team up with me, Kurt Roskoff. Call and text me at 262 372 1754. Again, I am here for you, veteran, patriot, U.S. citizen, someone from other places around the world. 262 372 1754. And if you're catching this, not in a place where that's a reality that you would be calling or texting me on a U.S. phone line, please go to WhatsApp. +1 414 514 0186. Again, on the WhatsApp app. I'm here available for you. Email me as much as you would like. Kurt, K-U-R-T, at projectdiehard.org. If there's any remote chance that we can figure something out on how what you do every day, any moment, how it could be a connection and a boost for this mission that is ever so worthy, I will put in that effort. I will provide the capacity that we will explore it and we'll give it our all. We'll give it that old college try. We're talking about saving lives here, folks. This is thinking about the value of a life. This is about assembling in our own minds, constructing our own personality and our own scruples and our own mores. How do we look at the lives of veterans, whether we know them or not, whether we're connected to them logistically or physically or socially or not? There's so many veterans out there that need us just to be with them, just to offer, just to check in, to say, hey, how are you doing? With that, I'm minutes away from connecting the Project Diehard Zoom. I again hope you connect. We are here on Zoom, again, with the Spirit of the Game Foundation Zoom account. We got that buzzer going off. It's showtime, folks. So 404 058 6152. 404 058 6152. That's the meeting ID to connect with Emily on Spirit of the Game Foundation Room. That is available, and you'll find online on LinkedIn, on Facebook, all around. We're pushing it out how to connect to the Project Diehard Zoom, and Emily can act as your customer service, provided by World Livability Podcast Network, Helpopedia, Spirit of the Game, humans. We're here for you, and together we will save lives. Teamwork makes the dream. I'm Kurt Roskoff for our veterans.